I love that this week we've been looking at community, connected, thriving in community. And I love that this is one of our commitments as a church. Community is something I've always been passionate about. We were meant, as it says in Genesis, to live in community. It is not good that man is alone. That's what God said in the very first book of the Bible. And we are better together than we are on our own. Today's society would have us hiding behind technology. It would have us hiding behind our phones, hiding behind a computer screen, and almost getting to the point where connecting with someone else feels a little bit scary, perhaps even brings about some anxiety. I know that sometimes I don't like talking to people on the phone, and yet I thrive from being with people. So what's that about? This is the damage. Even though technology can bring people together in an amazing way, it can also take some of our skills away. And yet, when we are together as a community, we are so much better. We feel connected. We feel that warmth that comes from being with other people. That loneliness that we might feel when we're on our own is alleviated. You know, God spent time. He wanted to walk with Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. That was his intention, that he didn't live separate from us, but that he would live walking in the garden with Adam and Eve as the first community, those three beings together. And yet, because of decisions that Eve and Adam made, that didn't happen. But then when Jesus came to earth, he just spent time with people. He listened. He passed on wisdom, grace. He gave people what they needed, whether that was healing or whether that was just an ear to listen. And I think we can do that as people. We can look out and say, we don't have to solve everything, but we can actually just give people the time that they need and help them realise how amazing they are. I'd love to see a time where we don't all own everything just because we can, but that we actually can knock on a neighbour's door and say, could I borrow a drill? I just need it for an hour. And they might knock on and say, can I borrow a keyboard? I don't know, I'm just thinking about what I have in my house. I'd like to let my children have a go on it. And you could say, yeah, sure. And just that time where we're actually sharing things, where there's almost that communal living, despite the fact that we live behind our individual doors. Anyway, I hope living in community, thinking about being connected, has inspired you this week to make a difference where you live, to make a difference with your neighbours, to actually just look out for people, look upwards, look outwards, take our heads away from our technology and see the amazing world that God's put us in and where we can make a difference.